one card away from missing the second leg.
Competition, playing at the peak of his form, like experienced Novotny. He brings us like a little tandem together, Placenti and Zé Roberto down the left-hand side.
Taking on the entire Manchester United defence single-handed.
Very, very well timed indeed. Never a suggestion.
Fell rather awkwardly there. At his shoulder. Solskjær crosses himself and that's deflected, and that was
outside the box, tucked in. Unfortunately for United, the touch just...
Zivkovic, who also got the touch. He would probably be fit to play in Leverkusen if needed next week. Berbatov always sneaked up on the block. Skulls.
Anyway, Giggs almost offside, but just
headed on towards Van Nistelrooy. It was a real chance.
Offside, but just at times his head is to perfection.
Van Nistelrooy, and the frustration comes from the fact that he crossed in towards Solskjær and the hit was from Van.
I mean, he's a bit on the gas to react ever so quickly there, and he just...
Openings for... Well, he scored with his left foot.
Technical, a lot of tactics going. As I say, from United, it's one of those you very seldom see have treatment.
Crossed in towards Veron, he just got up a little...
Everywhere Veron, I bet they all wished he was playing, he wished he was...
And then headed a marvellous goal, and a marvel from a couple of set pieces against Leverkusen. Scholes scored for Gary Neville more than any other player, and this is the moment when he's had a couple of months in the... He's caught but wrong-footed. Mikel Ballack is one of... Nicky Butt
should get more into a central area, not necessarily right in the middle.
Roberto is his victim. Ouch. Who's the starting lineup? For whom
still can't, you know, I still think players have got to be a bit careful with
only one Manchester United goal, although
control here. I thought when he received it first of all from Veron, he was in with the ball there.
Leverkusen are a different sausage altogether. Flicked by Van Nistelrooy, volleyed by Solskjær!
Yeah, but that's
on target.
Clive, that's great anticipation from Bartes. He'd actually made a lot of ground from the... Realised that Van Nistelrooy was going to get the little flick on header. Read the script very loose.
Very by Sylvestre. Snyder sensed that Bartes was off his...
Probably the better side, but in terms of the cutting edge...
To say the least.
Yeah, just saying, if you do come forward, there is always that feeling that the
feet in these knockout. Pull back to Solskjær, struck the defender and went...
From Paul Scholes, a superb ball that eventually... Giant, as you said, giant slice of luck. It was exquisite.
Manchester United take the lead. It came off Zivkovic.
We had one there.
Well, Ole Gunnar Solskjær was on 99. In towards Berbatov.
I think Laurent Blanc's just let him run if he's expecting. Well, I can't quite see why Laurent Blanc didn't go and deal with them at all. That must be the goalie's worst nightmare.
Champions League goals prior to tonight, and if he is credited...
Yeah, it's all about sensible play now. They've had a good break.
Defender has gone on, and a beautiful feed for Berbatov again.
I'm just wondering where's Brown's going there.
He responded in the Manchester United defence. It turned out not as good an opportunity as the lot. Feeding Sylvestre.
I don't think he could have done. I think he...
Ramelow, Mikel Sylvestre.
I think he's just fired it into the danger area.
For it to go in.
Bit unlucky he didn't pull a penalty. I don't think he could have...
At the end, it was neither quite one thing nor the other. Neither... Oh, they've all missed that one, and there was a chance for Zip. Concerns off stage with the fitness of Gary Neville.
But I think we've got to get the midfield so Brown's got to get more tackles in. That's about the third time.
Terrific run. Bashturk!
He hasn't really got a solid tackle. It's gone past him too easy. He's the last line of defence, and he's got a
slalom run, which took 3 defenders on. Move to Real Madrid. The club been credited with his 100th goal for Manchester United, but it wasn't even.
This can happen with Giggs, you know, to be fair. He might
has agreed to stay for one more year. His represents.
I definitely think they've got to get
station in an injury to Novotny. Ramelow.
He's not seen a player coming in, he's just flipped at the ball.
Boy, Phil Neville was stooping, he has been penalised, the Brazilian.
Yeah.
The angle for Snyder. Pull back.
Something Paul Scholes, because he looked
up, but Bashturk is arriving. And
he's a good favourite, it looked to make it hard.
Corner. Sneijder takes, rolls back to the unmarked Bashter.
The clever one early on in the game, the first corner they took from the left-hand side. Excellent chance. I mean, you can imagine if he keeps that low with I actually think they'd be better sticking him on the left wing for a spell.
Sneijder, clever return ball. Between him and his target, but it was a free pop at goal, really.
There's every chance he'd have got.
This is Nicky Butt.
Ball about. He doesn't need to be running the ball. He's judging it there, Nicky. Very fortunate.
The edge of the penalty area with a bit of protection from Butt and Scholes. They look,
as I say, the one glaring mistake for me. He's got blocks on shots. His head.
This is Roberto.
I just think, all right,
always rising, but it was lustily struck by the Brazilian, whose complaints were vociferous.
It showed more of the same competitive element as a centre half.
This is Sneijder, pull back to Ballack. It's one.
They latch on, and this is exactly what he does. Ball comes in and one touch. Unfortunately, Bashter has made an effort. It's a good cutback, but
and who destroyed Liverpool? Ballack with the precious away goal. Brought down by Neville, hit by Zé Roberto.
There's only one winner here.
And is that something drastic? The
put on there as a psychological boost, I don't know.
Giggs has found Verrell. Now Van Nistelrooy. Zé Roberto has been yellow carded.
A really bit of good cunning from, to be fair to Van Nistelrooy, who's got a massive responsibility on him now. Yeah.
Referee took a look. Just a throw in.
I mean, what you're hoping for tonight is players like Genius.
Here is the goal again, Ron.
I mean, there's a lot of good act. What he does well, he's a genius.
Or in the Champions League, scores!
Yeah, it's a superb strike. Wondered he's missed a couple. I mean, he is a great strike. Just wondered, will he?
A huge roar! It's a sigh of relief. Manchester United's 10th goal of this Champions League campaign. The pendulum swung back in Manchester United's favour.
They were 5 minutes ago. Half time, are they, with the away goal being knocked in against them? Goes to the final.
Cut back to Mikel Ballack. Penalty was yellow carded. Got everything behind it. Sneijder swings it in. Lucio attacks it. Good header. Like a tap. Old Klaus Toppmöller kind of goes with. He's got Veron behind him. Veron, good save by Butt. Onto him, Bashter with a shot blocked by Butt. Neville 2-2.
Neville must have been offside.
I think Blanc fouled him there, actually.
That was the problem. Okay, after that, the possibility of handball. I'm not quite sure who fired the shot in, the original shot.
Oliver Neville, who's only just arrived. A real job on their hands next week.
Watching that.
And now once against Manchester United. Not bad CV, that. Giggs. Hung up towards Van Nistelrooy. Goalkeeper just
realised that they could beat them, and they've come out second half.
And yes, this is Giggs though. Van Nistelrooy.
That just highlights what we're talking about. The insurance man. Sylvester
may be over. Scholes is limp. That's a useful cross in towards first onto the loose ball. Lovely. Well, when last Manchester United reached this stage 3, this is Sneijder, and he's down. Bernd Sneijder, well, because he went for good glory.
But I think I saw him at Arsenal in the first game there, and I thought, I'm not too sure about it. United, for me tonight, Clive, have wanted a touch of Neville was getting himself free in the box.
This is Ballack. He scored from this range against Liverpool for the final itself, because people will be carrying yellow cards into that match. And with that left foot too, but that was a less deflected goal by Solskjær. A goal from the penalty.